Hey, bienvenue mes amis, and welcome to another adventure in French. Today's adventure is the irregular verb faire. That's right, you heard me. An irregular verb. A verb that doesn't follow a set pattern. So these forms must be memorized. Are you up to the challenge? I hope so. We'll get started. All right, let me just spell that out for you. It is faire. F-A-I-R-E. And what does it mean? Well, actually, it's a very handy verb because it can mean two things. It can mean to do. It also means to make. So there you go. It keeps us from having to learn another verb. Quite handy, wouldn't you agree? All right, again, that verb is faire. To do or to make. Now, it looks like it might be an RE verb because the infinitive does end in RE, but this is not a regular RE verb. So our endings will not be SS nothing, ONS, EZ, ENT. There, how was that for a review for regular RE verbs? No, the forms are going to be different, and here's how they go. Of course, I'm in the first person singular, which is the je form, or as we say in English, I. And the conjugation is je fais, F-A-I-S, je fais. Notice we don't say that final S. It is silent, as most final consonants are in French. Again, je fais, I do or I make. All right? Second person singular, which is the you. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't put you, but it means you in English. You singular talking to one person. I need to put the French, which is tu. Tu. And watch this. The verb form for tu, F-A-I-S. It is identical to the je form. That makes it pretty easy, doesn't it? Je fais, tu fais. Tu fais. You do. Or you make. And again, you're talking to one person there. All right, the third person singular, which in English would be he, she, or it. In French, we have a choice of two words. Il for he, or elle for she. All right? And the verb form of faire for third person singular il and elle is F-A-I-T. Notice a slight change. We just add a T instead of an S, and we have je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. Did you notice that all of those are pronounced exactly the same? Spelled a little bit differently, but pronounced exactly the same. That does make it handy. Je fais, tu fais, il, elle fait. He does, she does. He makes, she makes. All right, that's all our singular forms. Let's take a look at the plural. First person plural. This is I, and I is included in a group here, which makes it we. In English, the French of we is nous. Nous. We. And the form of faire that accompanies the new form in the present tense is F-A-I-S-O-N-S. Notice again that O-N-S ending here. That is the hallmark. That is the giveaway that this is first person plural. There is only one verb in the whole French language that does not have an O-N-S ending in the new form for the present tense, and that verb is être, where we have nous sommes. All right? But here we have ONS, nous faisons. Nous faisons. Notice we don't say nous faisons. It's nous faisons. So get that f in there. Faisons. And that means we make or we do. Nous faisons. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. Nous faisons. All right? And then the second person plural, which is, again in English, you, meaning you more than one person. Sometimes in the South we say you all to distinguish it from the singular you, but it's that idea. and that is represented by the subject pronoun vous. And the vous form for faire, now get a load of this, F-A-I-T-E-S, vous faites, vous faites. Now what's interesting here is normally we would expect to see an easy ending. And that's true because most verbs in French in the present tense, the vous form does have an easy ending. There are only 3 verbs that do not. That would be être, where we have vous êtes. It would be faire, where we have vous faites. And then there's another verb, dire, D-I-R-E, dire, in which the vous form is vous dites. So this is one of the exceptions to the easy rule for vous. So we just have to deal with it and learn to love it. It's vous faites. You do, you make. You all do, you all make. All right? So let's review again. Je fais, tu fais. Il fait, elle fait. Nous faisons, vous faites. And then that brings us to the third person plural, which is they in English, and that's represented in French in the masculine, il, or in the feminine, elle. Now notice they're pronounced exactly like the third person singular, so you can't tell by listening. You have to see the spelling, and then of course the following verb form will give it away. But yeah, they're pronounced the same. Kind of funny. Il, elle, plural. And look at the form of faire that goes with these subject pronouns, F-O-N-T, font. We don't pronounce the T, and the O-N is that great nasal sound, on. Ils font, elles font. They do, they make. Okay, now we've seen this O-N-T ending before in the third person plural. We saw it with first with avoir, where the il plural form is on, O-N-T. We saw it again with être, where the third person plural form is sont, S-O-N-T. And now we find it again with faire, F-O-N-T. All right? So let's review again. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. Nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. And there you have it. The conjugation of the verb faire. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the middle so it'll look pretty. Much better. Okay? Well, that's it. That's the conjugation of faire in the present tense. A handy verb that pulls double duty, to do or to make. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait. Nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. And with that, I will say au revoir for another adventure in French. À bientôt, mes amis.